Let's make a nap mat. This is a great little sleeping mat for a toddler or a little one that needs to take a nap in the middle of the day, maybe at a daycare or preschool, whatever. All of the plans and PDF will be linked below. There's a little guide that you can get to go with this tutorial, and this will just be an easy way for you to reference all of the measurements and kind of walk you through step by step with photos and refer back to easily. We're going to make this mat with a pillow and a light blanket on top. It'll have straps that have Velcro and a carrying strap to make it easy to roll up and store away or carry home with you when you're ready to go. The materials you'll need for this project are some polyfill. This is like a batting. You can get this at multiple sizes and different weights, just depending on how thick you want your mat to be. You'll also want some strapping, Velcro, and I used 3 different kinds of fabric. One for the base layer, the top layer, and the pillow, and one for the blanket layer. Like I said, all of these are linked below and you can kind of find what works for you. Before we start, we want to wash our materials, and I use these wool dryer balls. It just kind of softens up the materials on the fabric. First, I laid out my batting. I got an extra large piece of batting, which is unnecessary, but it's what I could find. So I'm cutting it to size of 24 inches wide. Next, I'm going to lay out my fabric, and I'm going to measure. This is my top layer, and it's going to be 26 inches by 56 inches. To make it easy to cut this, I'm just going to make a snip at the edge of the fabric, and this is because this is like a cotton and it's easy to just tear. And once I tear it, it's going to go down a perfectly straight line, following the threads on the fabric. Now this is a thicker linen fabric that I used for the back layer, so I'm not going to tear it. I'm just going to use a rotary tool and cut it to measure 26 by 56 inches. And then I'm going to cut the blanket layer, which is this cotton gauze, and that's going to measure 28 by 45 inches. This is because I want it to be a little wider and a little shorter than the mat itself. I'm going to cut 2 of these layers, and then I'm going to lay them on top of each other and sew around 3 of the edges. Changing out my bobbin and my thread to match the green on the blanket layer, I'm going to sew around 3 edges of the blanket. If your material is one-sided, make sure you are sandwiching these right sides facing together and sew along the edges, pivoting at each corner. Once this is sewn in place, I'm going to snip the edges at an angle. This will make sure that when I turn it right side out, it's going to make a sharp edge. And then I'm going to turn the entire blanket right side out and make sure the corners are crisp and everything is lined up. Next, I'm going to cut my strapping, and I want this to measure at least 40 inches, and I want the carrying strap to measure 12 inches. You'll want to do this before you sew any of your layers together and iron your fabric. You can see I still have some ironing to do in the video, but you'll want to do this before moving on. So first you're gonna lay out your top layer. This is, for me, the floral green, and this is gonna be the top where my daughter lays. And then I'm going to lay the blanket on top of this, making sure the opened edge is lined up to the left side of the top layer. I'm gonna sandwich this all together with the linen layer on top. This is actually the bottom layer of the nap mat, and I'm going to line up all of the edges and make sure they are lined up evenly. So you can see my 3 layers here, and what I'm going to do is find the middle measurement, which is 12 inches. And then from this place, I'm going to measure 4 inches on both sides of the middle measurement. And this is where our carrying strap is going to be pinned in place. So pin the strap in place, sandwiched between each layer, and you're going to make sure that the strap isn't twisted under the layers. After your carrying strap and your Velcro straps are pinned in place, continue pinning the rest of your nap mat together on all 3 edges, leaving the end open that is opposite to where the straps are. And then you're just going to sew around all 3 corners, and I like to start at the bottom corner and just go 2 inches and then pivot around the corner, and this will give you a clear place to turn the mat right side out. When you get to each corner, just make sure you're pivoting at the corners. And when you get to the straps, do a backward stitch all the way across the straps so that these are really secure. After sewing every edge, I'm going to serge each side, and this is because I want to make sure that nothing's going to unravel, especially since I sewed with a linen woven fabric. Alternatively, you can use zigzag shears, or you can also just use the zigzag stitch on your sewing machine. Turn the entire nap mat right side out and make sure the edges are kind of crisp and pointed. I laid out my batting on top of the nap mat, and I made some adjustments by just cutting off a few inches, and so just make sure your batting is at the correct width before stuffing it inside. Make sure the batting is reaching the corners and everything is kind of laid out really nicely. At the open end, we're going to sew this side up. So take the fabric and turn it towards the inside of the mat, and you can iron this in place to make sure it's easy to sew across, but you're going to pin it and make sure that both edges are turned in towards each other, so when you sew across, it will just seal everything and make it really clean. About 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the nap mat, just sew all the way across. Now we're going to sew a quilted pillow cover. For the pillow insert, I'm using some scrap fabric that I already had on hand. This can be just a muslin fabric, and you only need about 1/4 of a yard for this or less. And you're going to cut it to measure 18 inches by 12 inches. You're going to sew around the perimeter of the rectangles that are sandwiched together, and make sure there's about a 5-inch opening to turn it right side out. Once you've sewn it all around the edges, turn it right side out and stuff it with some polyfill filling. I used an extra pillow that I just had on hand, so you can buy some stuffing or just use what you have to stuff the pillow. And then you're going to fold the edges in again and just sew across. This is kind of difficult, so you can do this by hand if you need to. Next, you'll want to cut the cover to measure 12.5 inches by 20 inches, and you'll want some batting that is a little wider than that. I'm going to just sew some straight lines all the way across my cover, and this is going to make a quilting effect. So I just sewed a straight line all the way down, and you can mark this by a ruler and some chalk if you need to beforehand. I went down the cover with some straight stitches, and then I turned the entire pillow and moved my needle over so that it would leave the exact width between each stitch. For the back of the pillow, cut 2 pieces of your linen fabric to measure 8 by 20 inches. Then you're going to hem 2 of those edges and lay them on top of each other for the back to make an envelope. Next, you're going to lay your front quilted piece on top and sew all around 4 edges of the pillow. Next, you're going to take care of your straps and add some Velcro. So what I did was took a lighter and lit the ends of my straps because they are made out of nylon and they'll melt, and this will make sure they don't unravel later on. But I'm just burning the edges, waiting for it to cool down a second before using my fingers to just press it all in place. With my nap mat rolled up, I used an erasable pen to mark where I wanted the Velcro to go, and I used an iron to iron down the Velcro. This Velcro is made to be ironed on, but to make sure it was extra secure, I just took it over the sewing machine and I carefully sewed on top of the Velcro to the straps. You can do this by hand because it's a little tricky to do at this point, or if you'd prefer, you could do this earlier on before you sewed the straps onto the mat. And now you have a cute little mat for your daughter or your son as they go to preschool or daycare or just anywhere that needs a good nap. So you can grab the guide for this pattern and for this project below. I've linked it for our website, and this will just give you some more in-depth instructions, the measurements that you'll need, and some photos that will really make everything extra clear. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you, and I would love to see what you make. So you can follow us on Instagram at Rooney Clothing.